The only things you have succeeded, William Ruto, is abducting young people, killing young children, stealing everything. Sasa amefungua factory ya furniture Eldoret. So amesema msitu ifunguliwe ndio watu wakate miti wapeleke kwa factory yake. Everything is about him. Yeah? Yeah? Si ndio? Yeye anataka to destroy the Mau forest because he has opened a factory ya furniture. So he is saying no imported furniture. Furniture yote itatoka kwa factory yake na miti itatoka kwa misitu yetu. So he wants to destroy all our forest, the whole ecosystem and destroy it. Mambo amefungua factory ya chuma. Ndio sasa anaweka mambo ya affordable housing. Amefungua factory ya tiles. This man is in every field ya biashara. Amechukua biashara yote Kenya. Mpaka matatu amechukua na watoto wake. Sasa Sasa katika huko Mara ameweka hoteli. Aposeli he is demanding from Governor Lenku 400 acres aweke hoteli. Huko Samburu National Park ameweka. This man has taken over all businesses and driven kila mfanyibiashara out of business.
One thing that we say about Rigathi Gachagua, the moment the man tells you that your wife is pregnant, start preparing to buy diapers. Rigathi Gachagua has dropped a bombshell today on President William Ruto. The president is currently in Qatar, where he has been parading himself in town hall meetings in Qatar, speaking to the Kenyans living in diaspora and mocking the people of the Republic of Kenya who are currently in the country, where he has said that the Kenyan people are average-minded people, that they don't see the future. Today, President William Ruto made a mockery of the Kenyan people by saying that we need a new airport and that tuache ujinga, we need a new airport. But the question that Rigathi Gachagua has raised to Mr. President, you should stop insulting the people of the Republic of Kenya because they don't allow you to loot their resources as you intend to. The reason why Kenyans don't want any bigger project being manned by this government of President William Ruto is because they know the primary goal of this government is to steal public resources in the guise of that they are building the nation. And that is why Kenyans refuted and refused the Adan deal in the trial to sign over Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to foreigners. Now let's get back to the Mau forest. The Mau forest has been a topic of discussion since President William Ruto lifted up the ban on the logging in Mau forest. But allow me to tell you and give you some little insight about the Mau forest. Even before this ban was lifted, the Mau forest had already been invaded by government agencies. People were cutting down trees inside Mau forest, and these trees were being cut under the order of President William Ruto and his allies. So the lifting of the ban was so that people would not blame him if the Mau forest becomes extinct. Let's get back to Karura forest. We might be speaking about Mau forest and we are forgetting one crucial thing, the Karura forest. Right now, we have intel that the president's son, Nick Ruto, is grabbing Karura forest, building a multi-billion hotel inside Karura forest. Are we together? Rigathi Gachagua has given us the reason why President William Ruto lifted the ban on the logging of Karura forest. On Mau forest. He states that William Ruto recently opened a multi-billion furniture processing plant in Eldoret. And because his furniture shop or his furniture business needs timber, that is why he lifted the ban on the logging of the Mau forest. Getting down to this lifting, President William Ruto of Kenya lifted the ban on logging in Mau forest, allowing for the harvesting of mature trees to boost the timber industry and local manufacturing in Kenya. The government aims to use local wood to produce furniture, reduce imports, and create jobs, though it warns against misuse and has vowed to work with sawmillers on responsible logging practices. Now, the primary goal is to revive the timber industry, prevent mature trees from rotting, and cut down on furniture imports. The harvested wood will be used to furnish affordable houses in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you think is the beneficiary of affordable housing furnitures? Regulations. The lifting of the ban is conditionally and intended to allow for the harvesting of mature trees. But we know, the ban of cutting trees in Mau forest had taken place several years back. It was due to how the rate of how people used to exploit the chances of cutting trees inside the Mau forest. Allow me to tell you what Gachagua said. That anything you see happening in Kenya, be sure that the heart of President William Ruto is inside that matter. It is not about the development of this country. It's not about the growth or the providing of jobs in the Republic of Kenya. It is Ruto must be in benefit, personal benefit. He must have personal interest in that matter. And that is why I have told you earlier that anything that happens in the Republic of Kenya, Kenyans are always so keen to not see bigger development projects going down, because they know a project worth 600 billion the government will steal 500 billion, only 100 billion will go to that development project. So that is why we remain so adamant in opposing some things or some development projects that William Ruto comes up with. Because it's not for the benefit. He has proven beyond reasonable doubt is a man that cannot be trusted with public funds. So why should we take a backseat and allow him to exploit the chances of him continuing to steal more from the people of the Republic of Kenya? And I tell you, what Gachagua tells us, you might take it for granted, but a few years to come, 1 or 2 years to come, a very big scandal will be unfolding wakati msitu wa Mau forest utakuwa extinct, and the beneficiaries of cutting trees and stealing or looting the trees that are currently in Mau forest will be linked to William Ruto. Companies will be linked to William Ruto, as currently Karura forest is linked to his son, where currently they are stealing the land of Karura forest. I actually say right now, people like Raila Amolo Odinga are currently turning in their grave. Professor Wangare Maathai is currently turning in a grave, because these are champions that fought for the resources of the people of the Republic of Kenya to save the environment of this republic, including Wangare Maathai. Remember, there was a time Uhuru Park was supposed to be, a building was supposed to be built there during the Moi regime. These are champions these are environmentalists that fought for us to have these forests that we have and we are proud of in this country. But William Ruto is going to exploit every public amenity. Kumbuka, recently, they signed a clause that allowing them to lease public properties to private entities. I tell you, 1 or 2 years to come, you will be digging up and you will find most of these public farms that have been handed over to private companies. Those companies will be linked to William Ruto, either directly or indirectly. It's time to save this republic. And by saving this republic, we need to have William Ruto out of office as the President of the Republic of Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, leave a comment on the comment section. See you in our next video.